I'm really hype about Square, so let's get into this Square.
Yeah, let's talk about Marvel Avengers, because that's what everyone came to see, not that other game that we've seen 100 times.
Final Fantasy. The shade.
That 7 game. That game.
We know which game is actually going to be better when it comes out, so we can start with Marvel Avengers. That's all good. But how do you feel about the very little we've seen of this?
So I don't have a ton to say, but I'm gonna react to this to say is that I'm not as upset about the lookalike characters as everyone else seems to be.
I agree. I'm not upset about that.
I think it's smarter to go a little bit, somewhere between the comic book character and the movie, the actual character in the movie design, because I think it dates. If Captain America in this looked exactly like Chris Evans, I think it dates the game like really hard.
Yeah.
And considering it's coming out at like way after Endgame now, I think it's better that they're
telling their own story too.
Yeah, so I'm like, as long as they look like the comic book characters, I don't have an issue.
Yeah, as long as you that's Iron Man, that's Thor. I know you saw the voice acting cast is stacked. They got
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like Iron Man and Bruce Banner look a lot like
Iron Man and Bruce Banner. Do they?
And when you see Iron Man outside of his suit and
with the long
Bruce,
hair when
they're doing the little introduction of everybody, like they look a lot alike. They have like a similar haircut and skin tone and everything, but
Bruce Banner, Troy Baker, Nolan North, Iron Man, that's really good.
Yeah, and I'll say they definitely have like character creator face. They all have like character creator face.
But
it's okay.
I think the story looks really good in this. I'm skeptical on the gameplay because they mentioned, at first I thought they were making Avengers Destiny because they were like multiplayer evolving over time, but they said you can play it offline and that it's story focused. So kind of weird wording, but I'm antsy to see what that is going to be about.
Yeah, gotta see gameplay. Gotta see.
So they had flashes of what looked like scripted gameplay in the trailer, but no HUD or anything. So it's kind of like I'm always skeptical about that vertical slice. But like they say, you'll be able to customize your hero, customize his outfit, his armor will have different stats and stuff on it, which is cool. I don't know if that implies that there will be loot or if you'll unlock these by completing missions or something like that, but the idea of co-op does fascinate me with this type of game. I just hope they nail the feeling of each of the heroes since they're doing so many in the same game.
I could totally see them being like, you here's your mission, or if by the end of this level you've completed like kill 4 enemies using this special move or something like that, and then that's how you get like your extra aesthetic add-ons and things like that.
Yeah, and this is, I believe, the Tomb Raider devs, right?
Yeah, isn't it Eidos? Didn't you tell me Eidos?
No, this is Crystal Dynamics.
Crystal Dynamics. I always get them confused. Yeah.
Okay. So just my thing with Tomb Raider,
the first one.
Yeah, my thing with Tomb Raider, I like the narrative, but I don't necessarily know that the gameplay was all that tight. Like it reminded me of Uncharted, like kind of loose.
See, I had the reversal.
Really?
Yeah, I think the narrative could have had done some work, but the gameplay in the first game was solid.
Okay. It's a little blurry for me too, so I'll fall back on you for that.
Yeah.
But as long as the gameplay of the heroes is tight, I think this game will be successful. But if the gameplay of the heroes just feels kind of generic and like it feels like they did way too many heroes, then I think that's when the game would suffer. But yeah, more on that hopefully soon. That's not going to release until May 15th, which is a ways out. So we might be waiting until next year to see some of that. But next up, the best game of Square Enix's conference, the Final Fantasy VII
Excuse my lack
remake.
of excitement.
Did you not see that gameplay though?
I did, but I'm like,
good.
I played 15, like I know.
But you
what
love
it feels
15.
Like. I did, but I don't know. Like there's something about it that
Sephiroth.
There's something about the gameplay, the fighting, that makes me feel lazy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like interactive enough.
In 15 or in this one?
in 15.
Okay, yeah,
They might improve upon it in this, but like, yeah, that's the kind of like that's why I kind of gave up on KH3 on Kingdom Hearts 3 because it felt like I don't really have to try.
Kingdom
like,
Hearts
all
3
I have
was
to do
so those abilities were so broken. Yeah, those weapon transformation, mash and press triangle and you win.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm just gonna mash until this triangle cooldown turns green, and then I'm gonna hit that.
Yeah.
like,
So I think that because this game comes from a traditional JRPG, which those get very hard, I think that they're going to probably channel the spirit of that.
I'm gonna say, don't get me wrong, because fighting the Adamantoid in 15 was very rewarding.
Yeah.
Like, that felt like it made the whole game worth it.
I don't think this is going to be a game where you can just, I mean, obviously if you play it on easy or something like that, but I don't think this is going to be a game where you can just mindlessly like mash your way through it. I think you're gonna have to like use strategy and like plan abilities for weaknesses and like block at the right time and like use this character to take down this type of enemy. I think it's really gonna be like that.
I hope so, because I think the one thing that kept me from ever playing 7 was the lockdown fighting. Like, I want to be able to move around. I don't like the turn-based battle, especially in a game like that like, you have these big awesome weapons, you have these cool costumes, you have like in the cutscenes they're doing all these cool moves and shit. Flashy. And then it's like when it gets to your time to fight, it's like them just bouncing and it's like slash, and it's like, no, I want to like act this out. So that part I am super hype about, but like, yeah, like I don't like, yeah, I'm excited about being able to move freely.
Yeah, and to be fair, they mentioned, I don't know if you saw this specific demo, but they were talking about how like the combat system, you can choose between they have a mix of real time and kind of pause and select your moves like tactical, or you can just play it straight action, kind of like 15, where square, every time you hit square, like that's a sword swing. You like hold a specific button to block, you press like circle to dodge. If you want to cast a spell, like, you know how Kingdom Hearts in 15, like they have kind of like an action menu where like your spells are mapped to buttons, like you just you can just
quick menus.
I'm just guessing the controls, but maybe it'll be like you hit L1, it brings up a menu, and you press circle to cast a fireball like in real time. So it's like it's good they have that option to where if you want to play it like an action game, or you want to play it like you pause, you select your moves, you take your turns. Like, it's cool that they have that mix in there for people.
Right.
And they're saying this is going to be a full-fledged, like, same size as Final Fantasy 15 game, but at the same time, it's only going to be like the first 25% of the original. Like, I didn't play the original, but I know like the first whatever took place in like the city Midgar, and so they're saying this entire game is going to be that section, but expanded to fit like whatever 50, 60 hours. So that's it just looks like it's coming together. Like, I didn't know what to expect from this game for a while, but I think I really want this to be my real introduction of like the first time I play through the story of Final Fantasy 7 to finally see what all the hype is about.
Same here.
Yeah. But that's all I have on that. Do you have anything next, or should I go?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Let me see. So they also announced a bunch of remasters. Final Fantasy 8. They announced The Last Remnant. I don't even know what that is. Crystal Chronicles, which was, I believe, an old GameCube game, is coming to Switch, I believe. Yeah, PlayStation 4, Switch, and mobile. So that's pretty cool. I played the DS version of Crystal Chronicles, which was really fun. It's like an action-based, top-down, like isometric camera combat game. What else? Final Fantasy 8. They had this kind of weird-looking game called Outriders, which is like a shooter. But it was just a CG trailer. It's kind of like in this barren-looking area, and they had these weird monsters in it. So not much else other than that. It was a very short trailer, but I'm interested to see what that is all about. Let me see what else we got here. Yeah, not too much else. Dragon Quest, they're re-releasing the definitive edition on Switch of Dragon Quest 11. Super JRPG. For people that like those. Did you play Life is Strange?
Yeah, but I hated it.
Okay, I never got around to it, but Life is Strange 2, they're continuing with that, which is also good.
I didn't appreciate all the hype they got over Telltale, because I feel like Telltale was doing a much better job of writing story.
Yeah, I could probably agree with that. But yeah, that's pretty much the major highlights of the Square conference. They talked about Dying Light 2 again, but we already talked about that. So
yeah,
if y'all are interested in the rest of those, I would look those up because they had some other stuff there too.